Buddy, how are you guys doing? Let us have a quick chat, real quick, guys. Let us have a quick chat. Hope everybody's doing well today. You know, I just wanted to stop by as I'm sitting here relaxing and feeling so proud of where I'm from. We're always proud. We're proud every day to be Jamaicans, but there is something very special today about being a proud Jamaican that I want to share with you. So I don't know who's awake. I don't normally do lives at this time of the morning. But if you're awake, come on over, say something in the chat and let me know that you're hearing and that you're here. And if you want to share the live with somebody, that would be great, right? So guys, wagwan. You know, see the excitement yesterday? Jamaica was on fire yesterday on a run come. Um, Let me see. I have to put on my glasses to sit one out there. Good morning, Becca. Child of God, wagwan, long time no see. Moderator, big up yourself. Welcome. Welcome. We're gonna have a quick chat this morning, guys. Me get up early morning time, you know. Me get up early morning time. My body is programmed to do that. No matter what time I go to sleep. Friday morning, get up early. But anyway, Jamaica. I haven't been here for a few years. When COVID came, I had this weird thing. Well, when COVID came, we all had a lot going on, right? But I had this weird thing about traveling outside of the country when COVID came. So I haven't really traveled internationally anywhere since COVID, but I've traveled within the United States, right? So it's been a while. And plus, my daughter, for those of you who have been following for a long time, you know that I used to travel a lot with my daughter. But when my daughter started high school during COVID, things changed a little bit, you know. We can't do the things that we used to do because she's a growing girl, more commitment to high school and stuff like that. So it's been a while, you know. So, Jamaica in 2025. There are some people who have a lot of negatives to say about Jamaica. And today, when you're in Jamaica, you don't even feel like you're in Jamaica. Of course, if you go to some deep rural parts, you may. But you don't even feel like you're there in Jamaica. You feel like you're there foreign. I know me the first person to hear talk, so. You know, you really and truly feel like you're at a different place. A modern place, a more sophisticated place in so many ways. When you look at the architecture of some of the newer homes that are being built, you can see that this is modern Jamaica, you know? So there are some very good things, some great things, some excellent things happening in Jamaica right now. You can see it in the attitudes of the people. You know, the people are confident. They're confident about the country they live in. They're confident about the leadership of their country. Just by looking outside, you see a lot of luxury vehicles, you know. The entire country, in my view, based on what I saw, very confident. Guys, I am going to talk to you on Friday about the swearing in ceremony. I don't want to talk about it right now. I can't talk about it right now because, you know, sometimes it takes people a little while to put things into perspective. I'm not somebody who just rush out and talk, you know. And I'm not just going to come and give you a half-hearted review or anything like that about the event. I want to make sure that I, you know, express and tell you what I think, what happened, The only thing I will say about it though is I didn't know that so much people know me. Guys, some of you up on here right now. I had no idea that so much people know JPU. I must have met every single person, almost 50,000 people up on the channel. I must have met everybody who up on the channel. From the airports in the United States. I mean, I'll come tell you now about it, but I just want to say thanks to all the people on JPU who, were not afraid to express, their thanks and their appreciation for, what we do here, what we've done here. It was so overwhelming, and people were just so kind, so decent. And that's how we grow, you understand? We grow to love and reciprocate love, respect, decency, honor, and all of them something there, you know? And I just want to also give a thank. Me no want to cry, and that's why I say I go take my time, you understand? But I also want to also recognize the people, the members of government who respected us enough and who trusted us enough to extend an invitation to attend the event, the historic event of the Prime Minister of Jamaica renewing his oath to the Jamaican people. It was something to behold, people. It was something to witness. I've got so much to say about it, but the feedback was good. The feedback was good. But it was, in some ways, it was a little sad. I'm going to tell you all about that as well. But like I said, give me a few days and I'll talk about it, because I know some people want to hear. But the people them on this channel here, Lord Jesus. So it's not easy, Me I tell you, no man, it's not easy. But I'm so glad to meet you guys. I mean, from people down at West Kingston to people, all over who came over and said, hi, JPU. We love you. We appreciate you. You guys have done the most patriotic thing that we've seen, and just so many kind words. It really puts things into perspective. And my thing is, Jamaica is united. When people ask, I'm saying, no, to sum it up, Jamaica is united. There were people who were JLP, clearly, some PNP or former PNP or crossover PNP. I have people there who were neutral. And Jamaica is united. It's just a handful of people who are stoking hate, who are stoking division, who are stoking, disinformation, defamation. It's vile, guys. It's vile, and it's sadly a very vile political environment. But what gives me hope is that I see the majority on the right side. No matter where them background, no matter if they grew up in a JLP, PNP household, the majority of Jamaicans are united against anything that is considered evil forces, anything that is put together to try and damage our country, our country's image, and the leadership of our country. I don't care who's at the helm of this country. What I care about is, we're not supposed to do things to harm our leaders. I don't know how that came about in a Jamaica's politics. We can be critical of them. Yeah, that's a normal thing to do. You can criticize your leaders. But this politics of hate, man, I don't like it. This hate-filled politics. I'm so glad. I'm so proud of Jamaica, and I'm so glad that the majority are standing against it. Everywhere they turn, every settings them go, the Jamaican people are booing them and letting them know we don't approve of this style of politics. And this is what I've been preaching now for 5 years. You understand? So that's my little piece. But guys, Jamaica is in safe hands. And a hearsay, a witness, Jamaica is in safe hands. No worry on yourself. When you see police, every 100 meters you walk or drive in Jamaica, you see some kind of police. You understand, guys? So I just saw the thing said. It's beautiful, it's wonderful. Like I said, come back on Friday evening. You know, I'll take a good 2 hours out of my evening to really sit down and talk to you guys about that historic ceremonial event of the Jamaican Prime Minister renewing his vow to the people, right? So let me see what I go on here so now. I am stronger. Good morning. Good morning, moderator. Big up yourself. That was a pleasant surprise to see the 3 of you at the function. You all deserve the invite. We really appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, it was good. It was good. I mean, I don't know how people eat them country. I don't know. I don't know how they do it. No matter what, I don't want this drop off of you, so, you know. Yeah. Guys, boy, I don't know. We need to lobby for the Prime Minister to take his full salary. He work. Dorrit, when the Prime Minister gave his thanks to everybody at the reception, me I walk past all me hear is take your salary, the people them a chant don't take your salaries. The whole of JPU did that, you know, people. The whole of JPU was there chanting to the Prime Minister, take your salary. So Mr. Prime Minister, if you not take your salary, it's gonna be worries. You have to take your salary. You cannot come this far and go through so much. When we talk about third term, you know, guys, I said this a few days ago, that yes, there's a third term. People are happy about the third term. But this third term came at, and the third term, unprecedented, historic, all of that. But you know what is also unprecedented? The cost at which this third term came. The cost of it. It costed the Prime Minister of Jamaica dearly. And I want to understand what I am saying and the way I am saying it. This third term came at an unprecedented cost, right? A lot of people would have flaked out already. A lot of people would have said, screw this, I don't need this. A lot of people would have break already under the propaganda and the lies, the defamation, and all the things that the PNP did to this Prime Minister. So the cost at which this third term came, I don't know many people who would have continued on, you know? So you have to give credit where it is due, you know, to the toughness of the Prime Minister. And, you know, this is not about stroking anybody's ego. It's just the reality of it. You know what I'm saying, guys? So when we're talking about third term, just make sure we keep in mind the cost of this third term. It may be truly. You are glowing. Are you sure you are not? Hold on, let me see that comment here. In the Garden of Eden, in the Garden of Eden. I want to get them a comment here from. Lord have mercy. Cedric, big up yourself. Yeah, man. This was not planned. I put on my clothes this morning. I realized the color of this cushion is the same color. So I just work with it, you know. but it was not planned. So guys, when you enjoy, I wanna see in the ceremony yesterday. Why? Me not really get too emotional more time, you know. And me have a tough skin kind of, but we'll talk more about it. But let me just tell you something. Jamaica is well on a path of, even more greatness. It really is. Me I tell you guys, don't make nobody trick on you, don't make nobody tell you no foolishness. Make nobody put on no doom and gloom upon the country, and especially people who cannot do a better job. There's no if, ands, or buts. It's gonna be a good few years, And let me just be honest with you now. Hold on. Let me just be honest with you now. I've told a few people in private that after I can't speak for the other ladies. You will have to ask them and they will tell you. But I tell a few people in private, say, my plan was, that after I make sure that I participate in ensuring that Jamaica stays in safe hands and out of the hands of the wicked and reckless, I was just gonna get off YouTube. I didn't see any more reason to move forward. I didn't see any more reason to stay and continue. You understand? Because remember, we don't come out here out of desperation, We don't come out here because we're hungry. We don't come out here for tell lie on people and try to build a name, of something that we deem, a good opportunity. That's not how we came out here or why we came out here. And those of you who have been following my blogs for years, you know that I was on Facebook forever. And people would take my content and come over here. And, I've had people say, why you don't come on YouTube? Why you don't come? I didn't have the desire to do it. But when me see things that get out of hand now, we're a set of people who do some vicious, evil, wicked things. And knowing how personalities are and how people with those kind of personalities can damage other people and damage an entire country, I had to step over here. So when me tell people, say, boy, my journey is finished here, they must say, no, man, you're mad. When you see people denying elections and trying to tell the world, nobody in modern Jamaica has ever questioned our electoral process. And you see these people coming in with them alien style now. I try to undermine our country, our electoral system, undermining CARICOM. They might come out, everywhere them go, they want to come out in front of people and come tell people, say Jamaica is bad. Say Jamaica system is bad. There are people who are doing bad things. The country is going down. I don't know where them people have come from. You understand? So when you see the third term start out like this, me have to start do some rethinking, Do I need to get out of this space right now? You know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen? And even yesterday, it pretty much reaffirmed what people have been saying is that, listen, these people are not gonna get any better, okay? So the whole attitude, of the opposition, boy. Anyway, we'll come talk to you more about that. Yeah, moderator, me that thing for pack it up here now, The victory is won. We accomplished what we came here to do. And I thought, you know what? All good things must come to an end. I would miss everybody dearly. But, sometimes you just have to close certain chapters. But right now, it's going to get worse. I'm sorry to say it. I'm not a fatalist. I'm not a pessimist. But it's going to get worse. It's going to get more vile. You're going to hear, the language is going to get worse. The lies, the disrespect, and so on and so forth. That's what I think. I could be wrong. I hope I am wrong. But that's what I foresee happening. The change that Jamaica need won't come from JRP. I don't agree with that. Sometimes when we talk about change, you know, we think that change is something that is instant. Sometimes change takes a while. You have to fix what is broken. You have to put things into place. You have to work. You have to watch it manifest. That's what change is, you know? And we're supposed to be able to see where people's hearts are. Who come here and come to do the right thing and who means well. You understand? Yes. Some people, you know, them can carry this pessimistic, fatalistic attitude because some people, they migrate and them don't have no plans of, you know, they don't see Jamaica in their future. So they can be pessimistic. But you have some people in the diaspora where them go there for a while and them plan to go back to them yard at Jamaica. So being a pessimist and being a fatalist, that probably is not such a good thing, you know. But you have to also be a realist. And realistically speaking, my unbiased, my truthful view of Jamaica today is that it is much better than when I first migrated in 1999. It's much better than it was in 2016. I mean, there are so many things to point to. I was telling somebody a few days ago, so on a serious note, you know, so the government, yeah, them never have to come with a manifesto, you know. The government could have run just on their, you know, achievements. You saw it. They didn't have to come with no manifesto. They came with a manifesto because it's the thing to do. Traditionally, you know, that's what you do. You come to the people with a manifesto, but they didn't have to. You understand? I was anticipating you from last night. I'm late, but I'm here. Hi, Andal, big up yourself. I anticipate calls for early election by year one. Why? Why do you anticipate that? You have to look at the fact that people have been there forever talking about change and nothing would you have she that is outdated or fall short of. Look here, you see the people who are doers, those are the people who I will talk about. You have some people, all them do a talk for true, and them not have nothing to show you. That is true. That is a fact. And that is why we are out here consistently telling the Jamaican people, be careful of the leaders you choose. The ones them who have been here for 2 decades and 3 decades. And when you look at their constituencies and the people that they serve, they have nothing good to say about them. They have nothing to show you on paper that they've done, or nothing to show you realistically that they've done. So it's not rocket science to figure out who is here for the right reason and who is not here for the right reason. You understand? So how are you guys doing? Honestly, I can't find the words in the vocabulary to describe you ladies. What you all did, it took people with honesty, love for country, and a true patriotic human to carry out such Herculean task. Yeah. To be honest with you, when people walk up and say these things, it is nice, you know, it's nice that people acknowledge and people recognize. And people say it constantly, whether online or in person. But you see, people who have that innate spirit in them to do what is right, it not really seem outrageous or abnormal to them, you know. It seems like a normal thing. something being done that is wrong, you say, no, man, you can't do that. That is wrong. You know, and you act on it. But the thing about it is, you know, me always say this. Never you underestimate a woman with a brain. And a lot of people, them don't get that. You understand? And the mistake of the PNP and the risers, them, they underestimate women with a brain. Now, how on God's earth, you tell me if them have, I don't even want to get too political on this, you know, because there's a time and place for everything. But you tell me, if Rise United and PNP did have sense, how on earth would they manage to make 3 women with a brain come together? You know, sister, them are idiot. Eh? You can't make me, Karen, and 411 come together. You know, sister, is a suicide mission on the depend. I don't care how much millions and billions on a drop on election. It ain't gonna work. May I tell you now? It ain't gonna work. So for future, anybody that is looking on, do not go and provoke a woman with a brain. You will get in a serious problem. Problem where you cannot get out of. And that them go do. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining. Then go make 3 women. Then go make 3 women, 3 women with a brain. Go unite. 3 patriotic women. You understand? But guys, I want to just share this one little thing we're doing before I go. I could sit here and talk to you guys forever. I'm feeling real comfortable right here and it's early and, you know. But look here. One thing I want to show you about the PNP and the people we call themselves risers and whatsoever. I am sure that there's a handful of people in the PNP who, you know, they are decent and certain things they're not going to do and participate in and put up with. You have a few people in the PNP today who are like that. But I have to be honest with you guys. For years, since I decided to stand up against the PNP establishment for their defamation and character assassination of me, when I decided to stand up to them, and many people to this day come to me and say, girl, you're brave, you know. Me no know nobody else would have take on them people, you know, like this, you know. Me know that, but me do it for a good cause. For years, these people have been trying to intimidate me. When they can't intimidate me in person, they intimidate me over the social media. When they can't do that, then try judicial harassment, right? Them try to intimidate you with the only thing with them not try a wobia. Me don't know if they go wobia man, but me don't know about it. So me not go accuse them say they go wobia man. The only thing with the people them not try a wobia. They set everybody for me. They set all kind of people for me, right? And one boy, then couldn't set for me because that boy knows me know a whole heap of things. And I'm afraid of him not gonna do that. You understand? Him out here all the while and call up everybody name and do all kind of thing to people. Would I never hear him call my name. And that is supposed to be the strongest link upon them chain. Right? But for years, and I can't believe that people actually believe this, but this is how terrible it is with the PNP and their character assassination of people and their lies and propaganda. For years, they have been walking and telling people, say me can't come back to Jamaica, right? Nobody never come out here and say me a pedophile. Nobody never accuse me of participating in the homicide of anybody. Nobody can say me have a ship no gun. Nobody can say me have a thief nothing. Nobody can say me have a scam nothing or rob nobody. Oh, me not for come back to Jamaica, I can't come back to Jamaica, eh? Eh? For years they've been saying it. Every time I talk something, you have one big head one when named Conrad O'Brien. Every time I talk something, remember say I can't come. What for stop me? And people actually believe them. But me not wild people, you know. Me not wild people. And you know, sometimes when people say things, you don't have to pay attention to certain things what people say. But for sure, no, all the people them lie and wicked. For sure, no, all the people them like to intimidate women. Remember, I not work with intimidation, you know. I don't care what you come with. Me not care what you come with. Me not work with intimidation, but that has been their tactic and their strategy. Try to discredit her by telling people. Me know you pan here, you probably hear. Moderator, you never hear it yet. Hmm? You never hear them talk yet, say. She can't come back to Jamaica. Till her one of the time, I wonder to myself, say them a plan to kill me. I found hear some dead. You don't know who kill me. Arise United them and PNP and Bounty and Mark Golden and Dayton Campbell. You understand? And the US immigration them know. Because I have to tell them to protect myself. Because I have a picnic where I raise and I'm not ready for dead yet. That's me I wonder to myself, say, I wonder if I plan them a plan to kill me. And I try to lure me into my death. I can't come back to Jamaica and talk it every day. But I don't walk with a spirit of fear. I don't make people, nobody can program me and dictate to me. You understand? And people actually believe it. They're stupid. They're crazy. Good morning. Lifestyle, big up yourself. What go on? We hear it, but we know truth from lies. Some people believe it. Some people believe it. So, you know, everything that they do, they expose themselves. Every God Almighty thing the people them do. They expose themselves and you get to realize that they're a liar and wicked and thief and murder or some kind of something. I don't care, you know. I tell people, say, I will go to my grave over the truth, you know. I don't live my life with no fear, Richard. I've always lived a cautious life. But I don't live my life in no fear. I want time you get to live. I've lived a very good life, you know. And I don't worry about stuff like that. What is to be must be, and everything happens for a reason. I don't set out to harm nobody. I never set up nobody's life yet. You understand? Anytime I see wrongs, I say I don't approve of wrongs. That's all me ever. If you call that wrong, then that is the only wrong we may ever do. And if people trouble me, clout them. I don't walk and trouble people. So I don't live my life in a fear. Honest to God. I would never do that. I am a brave woman. And I will always be a brave woman. Jamaica fit you. They know Jamaica me born, Jamaica fit me, you know. I'm new to the channel. What's your name? You can call me Nats. You can call me Nats. That's my name. Good morning. Good morning. I respect your strength and so forth. Thank you. My mind told me you are going to Jamaica. I wanted to come, but I had to follow my daughter to Pennsylvania. She's going to China to study. Oh, wow. That's good. That's a big deal, man. You got to be there for that. You are a warrior princess. Keep up your good work. What you clout them with? But clout them with truth. If you're talking about the politics. I'm a silent viewer. Okay. Yeah, man. So, you know. It was the best decision to leave the PNP. I'm seeing the prosperity on you. That's true. Guys, big up, big up the man them. But tell you know what they say over JPU. I mostly man I watch the channel, you know. Me tell you already though. And lo and behold, one month a woman come up to me and say, Because of you, my husband don't want to come in bed at night time. My husband don't want to come in bed at night time. Because he must be up and listen to you. Me say about Jesus have mercy. Husband, I don't stop from give woman them problem. Because I don't know if anything me I stand up with the woman them. Stop from give woman them problem. Right? Behave on yourself. The woman them say their husband now come at them bed at night time. Because I know you know, when the analytics tell me say, most of the viewers them they are Jamaica and most the male them. I mean I say, but why? But no, me understand. But thank you ladies for being honest. And for talking, you know, in front of them face. In front of their husband, them attacking. Say, the man them not coming at them bed at night. Man them, go on to bed at night time. You hear me? I want to because me don't want to no wife come see me and vex with me, you know. So go on to bed at night time. So man wanna go lay down beside the woman them and listen to JPU. Stop from sending the woman them go them bed early and sit down up and listen. Put in on the headphone, go lie down in the bed, put in on the headphone and listen, man. I want to know. Lord have mercy. But guys, I never know say so JPU Global. I am a Jamaican watching from Guyana, South America. Big up yourself, Jonah. Thank you for joining. When are you coming to Jamaica? Really want to meet you in person. But soon come to Jamaica. Soon come. When I shut down the chat, I will. Oh. It's like you're living at my house. Anjo, me say the people them say, the man them no want to go them bed at night time. Me friend you see. Like, all along me think say the man them must sit down with their wife and listen, you know. But the man them must send the woman them go them bed early. And they don't want to go in at them bed early. Maryland in the house. And you know what? Let me give a shout out to some of the PNP bloggers them that I saw. Some of them, you know, we argued bitterly when them go join the Rise United them and start to trouble me. Yeah, them go join the Rise United them and them pick up this style of politics where they're attacking people for no reason. And some of them were out here attacking me and I know me not backing down, right? And I saw some of them yesterday at the function. And you see me, guys, I am one of the most forgiving person that you will ever meet. Me not really like old grudges and them thing there, you know. And it was a humbling thing for these said bloggers to come to me and the ladies that I was with, sorry, and say, you know, basically extended their hand. It was a good thing, you know. And of course, as human beings, we have to do things with caution anyway, but as human beings, you don't really want to go through life like that, where you're holding grudges forever with people, if you don't have to, you know? Because sometimes people even get misled. Sometimes people get misled. They do things and settings, and then eventually them eyes open, and you know, they change their tune, and that's okay. Everybody deserves the opportunity to change their mind or, you know, change their stance on something. So big up to those people. Miss Sonia, have a great day. Father Paul, you mix up, you know. Yeah, mix up. Stop it. Because the people them there on the channel are listening. Stop it. And mine you make the woman them take with the man from over here. I'm watching from London because my time is different than the US and Jamaica. And guys, I met a few people from England. And the people they must say, boy, when you give shout out and big up, don't forget to say England are watching. We might depend different time zone, but we come back and replay and watch. So all the time, big up England. Me have 2 uncles and some cousins over England. And sometimes we don't even get to talk that much because of the time difference. But I appreciate all of our Jamaican people who are over on that side of the globe, who take the time to listen and to participate. And even those who, went to Jamaica and voted or were at the swearing in ceremony. Big up, big up. Lillian Campbell, big up yourself, big up yourself. Yeah, man. A whole heap of people did want, a live today talking about the ceremony yesterday, because those who were not in attendance, they want to hear what JPU has to say about it. But we're not going to do that today. We're going to wait until Friday. We're going to come back on Friday and do that. Just give me a few days. No, don't say that Fillmore about me not like Canada. Don't say that. You're crazy? Then we don't know what people them over here with they over Canada. Yeah, we know what people them over here from Canada. We know there are people as far as the African continent who they over here. We don't forget people intentionally, man. We recognize everybody. Blacklight, that's a good question. I did not see a protest. I didn't see a protest. You back? Hi. Yes, Canada. Yes, Canada. And look here, if we forget anybody, the people them we inbox we and talk the things them, Then we send message. So, and I like say, we can do out here and not being held accountable. In the same way how we are say accountability for those who are elected to lead, people hold us accountable over here. You understand? Who, moderator, let me read a question. Who did I meet that I was happy to meet? Why, everybody, tell you the truth. Everybody. From bloggers to our subscribers and friends over here, to people I didn't know, to members of government, ministers, senators, silent listeners. You know how many silent listeners? Me never know so much people, because most people over here talk in the chat. And who not talking at the chat, they must send a message. But I met so many people who say them a silent listener. They say me listen to you every single night. Me not miss nothing, but I've never commented. I've met people who say, you know what, me have one friend, and every time you're live, they forward it, come give me, and so me start listening to you. You have a silent majority out here where I listen to you. Yeah, man. Me feel say I have how much 50,000 subscribers. I swear to God, me meet 50,000 people yesterday. Me not laugh. I was so overwhelmed. And guys, this didn't just start at the ceremony. This started in Fort Lauderdale Airport. I hope she's listening. The first person who recognized me, one of our faithful subscribers over here. I was walking by, and me hear somebody say, that girl left favor not, that girl left favor not see. So me turn on and I say, you know somebody named Nats? Yeah, I know. You want to follow you on YouTube. Me nearly dropped dog. Me say, then in my mind, me I say, then I saw people easy to recognize people out the road. But it was such a pleasant conversation. It turned out that she a laborite and her husband that she was with a PNP. So they have a conversation with she and with her husband. And when me I talk to the husband, she a push up her mouth on the man. Guys, I'll be a drama. No, sir. We have to come back Friday. Come back Friday, come here. Me say, Lord have mercy. And then she will tell me, say, her husband, me blocked the husband years ago. And the husband will tell me, say, me go too hard. Panning leader. Golden. Anyway, it ended up being, you know, just a very nice conversation. And then I spoke to her brother over the phone, who is also a subscriber and listener. Guys, some of the people that I met, a whole family of them, you know, so then tune in to JPU, you know. I met a woman, she and her sister them, and her brother, and her mother. Her mother was such a beautiful, she looked like she was about 80 years old, but the most beautiful skin, most beautiful smile. And, you know, a whole family of them say, you will listen to. You understand? You have people where they are rural Jamaica, and they say, we can't turn on radio. I hear them a conversation, I like what we hear on JPU. And I say, wow, you know? And big up George Davis. I met George Davis yesterday. I'm bad to bad. All over nationwide. Been on a problem with George. Honest to God. George, you're a nice guy. It was nice to meet you. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Darren. Thank you. You make a difference. Welcome home and thank you for help for the third term. You are loved. Thank you. Yes, wild style, Mr. George, man. George a good boy, no? I am Bobby and I tune into JPU. You have made your mark in the space and I hope you will continue in the same vein. Big up yourself. Yes, the Lord said I must continue. What about Senator Morgan? Then hold on there. Me could not meet Senator Morgan, eh? Come on now. Let's be real. I have a level of respect for Senator Morgan. And I don't really want to say things to make other people feel jealous or to feel bad. You understand? But I think I've expressed this to you guys before. That Senator Morgan, he came on the scene right on time. Well, came on the scene a little late in the game. But the grounds that he made up in the little time that, you know, he was there as the communication. Let me just say this. I think I went the new cabinet and here, I don't know. But JLP allowed Senator Morgan to be the director, the producer, the man of communication. Nobody does it like him, you know. I not ask, you know. I not undermine nobody. But you just have some people that are genius at what they do. And Senator Morgan, before he became senator, when we just did know him as Marlon Morgan, Senator Morgan has masterful oratory, debates, and communication skills. You guys are very lucky to have him, right? So let him do the job. Let him do the job. Because right now, him are the only one. Me not saying in the future, you can't find somebody else to do the job just as good. But for right now, he is the best at doing what he does. The first time I hear Senator Morgan talk, somebody had sent me a link where he was on Simon Crosskill's program. And that's when the debate started about the Prime Minister's statutory and Ray. And the debate lasted about 30 minutes. And when I heard Senator Morgan and Simon Crosskill going at it, because I can pick out talent, guys. And when time I hear them go at it, I say, no, man. How this? Where JLP find the money from? You know? And then I started listening to him. And upon hearing him know what I do. And he does it very well. You understand? I am not going to answer no question because people have asked me, say, where was Morgan all along or why wasn't he here? I don't know. And frankly, I don't really have any concerns about it. But he's here now and him do a damn good job. You understand? I want to know some grade hard over here, so. I don't just come out and give people my endorsement or, big up people. People have to be well deserving and I grade hard. And yeah, man, him do a good job and I have a great level of respect for him. He's a mannerable, honorable gentleman. Marlon has always been there in a different capacity. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. And let me just also say this as well. This time that we're living in, with the advent of social media, right? And it's not just in Jamaica, it's also in the United States. If you pay attention to the politics of America, you will see it where political parties today, whether them are Democrats, whether them are Republicans, you see that these political parties, in order to disseminate information and get their messages out there, they have taken to good bloggers, smart bloggers, bloggers who are good with information. Because some people, them look at blogging as coming out, come disrespect people, bring down people and defame people. That is not blogging. That's not blogging, that's a defamation. You understand? So politicians of today, look on the one where them just unalive. What's name again? Charlie something. Charlie Kirk. Right? Him not just blog, but he was also known as somebody who went around universities across America and he would debate people. Right? He would debate liberals or different groups of people. And he would debate them by carrying the message of the no Republican Party. And he managed to, rally the youth base of the United States that helped put Donald Trump there. You understand? And they leaned heavily on him and people like him. The PNP, for example, the PNP has taken on to some transmission people where call themselves blogger and them don't do nothing more than come out here, come trace people, defame people and tell lie on people. Because the PNP don't know better. Them don't know say you have to take up people who are actual bloggers and real bloggers to come out here, come carry on a message. They never come out here, come talk about a policy for the PNP. They don't have no sense. You understand? Nobody don't like them. Nobody don't really want to hear nothing from them. Nobody have substance. The only people listen to them are some people who have nothing better in their life to do. Because you can't get me to turn on my channel and listen to them. I'm not tuning to them. You understand? So I am saying all of this to say that the JLP in their third term, they're going to have to smell the coffee. They're going to have to find I mean, their communication is good. You know, they have Senator Morgan. They have, I don't know if Kamina is going to be speaking after the election, as I saw her and Dr. Tufton and the election committee talking, right? But I saw the quickness and the speed of the JLP improved. So that's good, right? But besides that, the JLP is going to have to look at different political parties and see that in order to have a team of people, because right now, we don't live in a JBC and CVM time again, you know. We'll a mass communication all over the place. So you are going to have people in this space who you know are truth speakers, who you know have good delivery, who you know can gather an audience and be listened to. You have to have those people, right? So me no know what I do, but we have to go plan on how we're going to navigate this space with credible people to carry our message and carry the message of truth. You understand? I'm sorry for telling you, but you cannot just rely on few communication coming from the government. People tell me if I lie, me I tell. Because I don't see what's been going on out here. So tell me if I lie, me I tell. Yeah, man. Them have all pastor out here. So-called pastor. Come out here and make prophecy. I tell lie. And them something there. JLP, who did I see how the world around? Eh? The PNP take up all mad people, certified mad people out here. If say them a carry PNP message and then don't come out here and talk about manifesto. They don't come out here and talk about no achievement. All them do are come out here, come put up. You need me? All them do are come out here, come put up people, picture up on screen for take down people. That's all them do. You see them come out, come pledge $1 billion. I say, if them get elected, they're gonna pledge $1 billion to content creators. When you look at the content creators, be a lie and tell and propaganda. Them want to give them Jamaica taxpayer money. For what? Eh? Over on this channel, we do content creation over here, and we do blogging over here. People when I call themselves bloggers and content creators, them is no blogger and content creator. Because first of all, when you come out here and you tell lies, and people find out that you're a liar, you discredit yourself. You discredit your platform. You understand? I had someone over here in the early days of this channel, guys. I had someone over here. And that person come over here, come tell one lie. And I told that person I cannot have them over here anymore. Honest to God. You know why? I cannot let anyone come over here, come make my platform get discredited, right? I don't care if you're a JLP, PNP, or no P. I don't care if you come over here and hear the truth and offended by the truth. But you're not going to come over here and be comforted in lies. One lie the person come over here can tell, whether it was intentional or not intentional. And I said, you cannot come on this channel and not be truthful. And that was it, and that's all it took. And that's why people find this channel to be credible. Because I know people who, you know, I may say something and they either don't agree with me or they feel a need to rebut or oppose what I say. And then would call me in private or message me in private and say, not say, no, this way you did say the other day. That's fine. That is okay. But it's never a message or a phone call will say, you know, say you talk something with you and a lie you tell. You know, you talk something and it never goes. So never. Never. Challenge me on the truth. Make we talk about it. You may have your opinion, I may have my opinion, but it's always going to be a debate about truth, never about lie. So when I run joke over here, so when it comes down to credibility, you wouldn't find, if over here so was not credible, you wouldn't find a minister or a senator come over here and talk to it. Some people in out here call themselves blogger. And, you know, let me leave that alone. Because I really don't want to make nobody feel bad. But let me just tell you guys, people who come out here come tell lie on people and defame people and are into propaganda spreading and them something there, those people are not bloggers. They might take this blogging argument for joke and they might try to denigrate the true meaning of blogging and content creation. And we have regulations out here, you know. You understand? I mean, you can't just come out here and say anything. And I'm very cautious about that because I wouldn't want YouTube or Facebook or anybody to lock down my platform because I come out here and give this information. I mean, people are still able to get by creatively lying and creating disinformation and they don't pick it up. But I don't take that chance. I take this very seriously. You understand? So when I come out here and talk to you, it is always going to be based on a premise of truth. They think because they have a phone and internet, they can and should blog. They don't understand blogging. The first rule of thumb with blogging, you have to be credible. People follow people blogs who are credible. Whether you write your blogs or whether you speak, people come and listen to you and people follow you when you are credible. If you have a mindset for what is not credible, you have a mindset for propaganda and lies, then you are going to go tune in to certain people. But if you are a truth seeker and you're into gathering credible information, then you are going to come to people like JPU and listen. Because you know how it come down when we over here, so we're not going to come out here and tell no lie. Okay? Now, if there's some mistake and I come out here and say something and it don't go so, and somebody check me and say, Nats, where you say yesterday, that's not true. I will be the first one to come out here and apologize and walk back my statement. If I say something about somebody and a mistake and it not go so quick and fast, me come out and apologize and say, guys, that what me say never true. I've never had to do that. I never had to do that. They don't see credibility. They see clickbait and innuendos. Yeah. Agree with you. Change the communication strategy. Yeah, the JLP just have to understand the time that we are living in. You know? The time of disinformation. Your communication alone cannot manage it. I tell you the God Almighty truth. Same like how they have bloggers out here that tell lie, you have to have bloggers that tell truth. Same like how they have content creators, so-called content creator, that tell lie, you have to have content creators who are telling truth. You understand? Because the landscape out here today, the information landscape, the social media landscape, it is large, it is wide, right? Marlon Morgan can't do everywhere. He can't do everywhere. So that is what the JLP was being overcome by, is that the PNP, they have these people who call themselves blogger and them have them all over the place. Them have them in a every spot and all over the place. And the JLP, the thing say, then could have used just the communication arm of the JLP to deal with these people. And them say them couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. If I never people like JPU and Karen and them something there, they couldn't do it. And that's just the reality of what it is today. So going forward, we have to start think a little more strategic because, you know, it has become a monetization thing for those who are spreading the disinformation and the lies. You understand? But anyway, guys, I'm gonna cut this live short. I need to go speak to somebody. I want to thank you all for your attention here, and we will talk some more later, yeah? Big up on yourself. Have a wonderful day.